Hey guys, welcome to my channel Boleto Gaming, and today I'm bringing you something new that I've not covered on this channel actually till now, which is 7 Deadly Sins. This is my box right here, and this video will just be an introduction. And 7 Deadly Sins is a very fun game. I've mentioned it a couple times when I was talking about Marvel Future Fight and the way that game has behaved. But let me tell you guys, this game is so much fun. We just had a massive update wherein we were given Super Awakening and another couple other. There was so much in this update. There was Final Boss Twigo. There is a new unit, a Global First unit, which is Oslo and Hawk, and so much is going on. And on the JP version, which if you guys don't know, this game actually has a couple versions. So what do we mean when we say on the JP version? Well, there is a separate server for Japan and Korea, and the game was released there I think 5 or 6 months prior to the game's global accessible to everyone release. So on that server they just had the one Escanor released over there, and oh my god, you see his animations, his passives, he looks absolutely fantastic. But right now, I'll just show you my box and tell you what I've summoned on because I'm completely free to play and I'm pretty casual with the game. As you can see, I'm just rank 72. I've not been able to level up from 70 to 80 in the past. I think it has been quite a few patches since we got level 80. And actually, I'd say I was trying decently hard up until Lost Vein was released. And I don't know why, when Lost Vein was released, that entire month of Lost Vein Festival, I was not really inclined towards this game. I think I was just burned out from, constantly playing this game for like 3 to 4 hours every single day. But over the last, I would say it has been 2 to 3 weeks that I have gotten back into the game and I'm, doing stuff. I'm trying to farm whenever I get the chance to. And this is the roster that I have. If you see, there are a lot of units that I do not have, right? But there are also a lot of units that I do have, and I was able to pull them luckily. So right now, my main PvP team that I'm going to be using, I have not really pushed in geared PvP up until now, but now that I've sorted out gear for my main PvP team, I'm actually going to be pushing in Elite PvP, which is geared PvP. The team that I'll use is probably going to be Esterosa. King, I'll level up Halloween Gotha to level 80 because you cannot compete with level 75 units. I've already super awakened him, but I'll take him to 80. And then either Merlin in the back or actually Escanor because the additional CC I assume will help me in the later leagues. But to start with, I think I'm going to go with Merlin. Now, you can see my units right here. You can tell what team I use for Crimson. Actually, I think I should show you from right here. If we go to our death match, this is my Red Demon. This is the Hell team for Red Demon, right? Jenna is very important for the um, additional cosmetic upgrade, and and as a stance remover, she has a level 1 stance removal card. And my Grey Demon Hell team is right here. I think I'm going to rank up and Super Awaken Green Fairy King, this skinny Green King, and use him here with Gother because he can dish out so much damage, and Valenti alone can do enough to, like, limit the amount of damage that I'm taking. And then for, it's obvious what I'm using for, Havlix. It's just mono red. Now, in terms of what banners I summoned on, I started playing the game when Green Escanor was released, which is like I think a month or a month and a half into the release, global release of the game. So I spent every single gem that I had on the Escanor banner. After that, I think I summoned here and there, not really that much. I'm just going to tell you the major things that I remember. I summoned on red Escanor's banner to try to get him, but I did not get him in like 180 to 110 gems. So I think those gems went to waste. I think that was a poor decision that I made. Uh, the other place where I did summon on, I summoned on Valenti's banner. I think only 242, the guaranteed. I did a couple rotations for Lilia, which now that I think about it, I probably should have stopped at a single rotation because I think I had 2 6 Lilia by that time. So I probably should not have summoned that much on her. I think I also I don't remember correctly, but I think I also summoned on Blue Demon Meliodas' banner, or I got him on the Lilia banner. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember that well. After that, I summoned a little bit, very little, on the Monspeed banner because Monspeed is actually my favorite character out of all characters in Seven Deadly Sins, and I got Red Monspeed. 1/6 only did like 30 or 60 gems, and I got him. After that, I told you I left the game for a little while during the Lost Vein banner. But on the Lost Vein banner, I was so lucky. I did one summon on the Lost Vein banner, and I actually got three SSRs. That is 30 gems. I got three SSRs. I got Lost Vein. I got green Small Dian, and I got red Skinny King. So those are that is an absolutely absurd multi. I got him. I got where is she? This Green Dian and the Red Skinny King. This Skinny King. That multi was so insane. After that, I left the game for a little while, so I lost on I think I'd say around like 250, 300 gems that I could not get because I was not playing the game. After that, I summoned on the KOF banner because that banner. No. After that, I summoned on the Valentine's banner because I thought to myself that I would be playing this game very aggressively after the Valentine's banner, but unfortunately, as you can tell, that is not true because I still am not able to farm demons every single day, which is very bad. If you're playing as a casual free-to-play player, even as a casual player, you should do at least 6 demons a day. That is the bare minimum. If you can do 12 demons a day, that is absolutely fantastic because even though I have Jenna, right? uh, who is the fixed reward unit for Red Demon, and I have, um, I think it is, what's her name? Jenna? No. Elaine, I've read Elaine, which is the fixed unit for Zeneri. Sorry, which is the fixed unit for Howlix, yeah. So I spent around 600 gems on that banner as well. Now that I think of it, I probably should not have spent those gems at all. I should have kept them. At that time, my psychology, my thinking was that, I would be playing this game super hardcore and I'll be able to get fixed rewards every single day. So probably it will add up in the end and I should get that. But if you look at my mats right now for cosmetics, right? If we have a look, let's say right here, I only have 56 of these, and the Valentine's banner came a long time ago, right? I only have 56 for the outfits, and I have 72 for the headpieces. So right there, that was probably a very bad investment. For the cosmetics, I have bought, I think, one cosmetic for Merlin, a couple for Gothar, a couple, as you saw, for Escanor. I think I bought a couple for Blue Demon Meliodas. Apart from that, I've not bought any other cosmetics, I'm sure. Yeah, I've not bought any other cosmetics apart from those ones. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Alright, so apart from after that, I summoned on the KOF banner. I did 600 gems. I was able to get Athena and Kyo. Unfortunately, I was not able to get Omega Rugal. I chose Kyo on my guaranteed, and I kind of regret it. But Kyo is also a very excuse me. Kyo is also a very good unit, and as I told you, Monspeed is my favorite unit, and we all know that green Monspeed is much better than red Monspeed. So, in the future, I plan on using Kyo and Monspeed together on PvP or something along those lines. Uh, yes, and after that, I don't, yeah, KOF was the last time I did any summons because after that we had the Goddess Liz banner, and everyone knows Goddess Liz is just toxic, everyone hates her, so I did not summon for her. I think her banner is still up, right? I think so. I think her banner is still up. Let me check. Yes, oh my god. You're annoying. I did not summon on her. And apart from that, the free banners were fun. I accidentally used 30 gems on this banner because I thought that I would not be able to get the last ticket because I actually missed a day, but I still got the 14th ticket and I picked Valenti from here. I picked Valenti from here because I think she's a good character to invest in for the future. Because Pierce is always relevant, and the Festival King that is on JP, when he comes to the game, Valenti helps against him as well. So apart from that, I think I've covered pretty much all my summoning. Yep, I have a 4/6 Gothar, 4/6 Merlin. I also summoned. That reminds me, I also summoned on the 7% SSR coin shop banner, and I got 6/6 Dian out of that. So I got 5 Dians out of that banner. Um, I guess it's nice for knighthood boss, but you know I would have much preferred if I got more go through dupes or more red Escanors or more red demon Meliodases, instead of getting 6/6 Dian. So apart from that, that is I'm pretty sure that sums up all my summoning. So my Esterosa, I just bought him out of the coin shop like a couple weeks ago. I have bought green Monspeed out of the coin shop. I don't think I have bought Red Zeldris till now, but I plan on buying him eventually because he is a very good unit. Red Zeldris, yep. I do not have Derriere. That pains me that I don't have Derriere. I've tried to get her a couple times from the Part 2 SSR tickets, but it's fine. Um, Apart from that, yeah, I think that pretty much sums up all my summonings, right? Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I plan on spewing a lot of content soon for Seven Deadly Sins guides, PvP videos. I'm going to probably my first series on the channel would be a series to champions, free to play, casual, trying to get to champions on elite PvP. So I hope all of you would join me in this journey. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care. Goodbye.